Okay, we've now calculated our drag pressure, entered it into our Ritmo Set and Go app, and it's now given us our plan for the information we need to enter into the Easy Life computer. So I'm going to go into setup mode. Setup. Number one here is what they call a beat up phase. This is where the pipe's going to be pushed on the heater plate under pressure in order to get our bead. We're looking for something about 3/16 of an inch, about like a thick carpenter's pencil lead, somewhere in there. Be slightly bigger with bigger pipe, and 6-inch, smaller of course with smaller pipe. So for number one, we already know the machine has calculated a drag pressure of 50 psi. So it is telling us here that the beat up should be our drag pressure plus 204 psi for this pipe. As I've stated numerous times, we don't enter that drag pressure. We only do pressure 1, which is 204. So I'm going to press 1. See that we're at 263 psi. I need that at 204. I will bring it down 204. Drag's already calculated. We know what we're doing. Second phase is called the heat soak phase. We're going to relieve any extra pressure and leave the pipe on the heater plate and allow the heat to soak back into the farther regions of the pipe without any extra pressure. So for this, again, the machine knows it's at 50 psi drag pressure. I'm not going to add anything. Heat soak phase shown right here, 50 psi. The machine is already there. It knows the drag pressure of 50 psi. What we have to tell it is how long we want the heat to soak back. Here there's a hard, fast rule, and that is the standard for HDPE pipe is 4.5 minutes of heat soak per 1 inch of pipe wall. That'll be entered into the machine in seconds. If you don't know, the app shows you what your wall thickness is. So I gotta do 4.5 minutes per 1 inch. I'm at 1/2 inch. That tells me 2 minutes, 15 seconds. 2 minutes and 15 seconds, as all seconds, let's see, a minute is 60, another minute's another 60, it's 120 plus 15 seconds. 2 minutes, 15 seconds would be 135 seconds. So I'm going here, let's see, seconds, 103, I'm gonna bump that up to 135. That's all we need to do for the beat up portion, or the heat soak portion of the machine. We're now going to go to 3, which is the cooling portion. You notice step 1 was at 204, cooling under pressure. 204 plus 50, which as we know is the drag pressure. The machine already has it. 254, if you notice, that cooling will be exactly the same as the beat up. So there's a little tip for you. 204, the cooling under pressure should be the same thing. I'm going to bump this to 204. Now all that's left is to tell it how many minutes this pipe has to cool before we're ready to pull it. Again, in the machine, in our app, cooling under pressure, 5 minutes, 24 seconds. This is entered in minutes. I'm going to round up to be safe. Let's say 6 minutes of cooling. for phase 3. Number 1, speed up. 204 PSI, it already knows 50 PSI of drag. Number 2, the heat soak. 0 PSI, already knows what the drag pressure is. We'll do that for 135 seconds as we calculated on the 4.5 minutes per 1 inch rule. 3 PSI, same as the first. How long? The chart has already told me 5 minutes 24 seconds. This is entered in minutes, so I'm going to bump it up to 6. This information is now stored in the computer, so if my job is all 6-inch, I won't have to enter anything else. As long as my drag pressures stay the same, we don't change pipe, don't move anything, we've now got it entered in our Easy Light computer, and we can just knock out fuse after fuse, which should look identical as they roll down the line.